Harihi Om. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham Kenapi mridbhinnataya swarupam Ghatasya sandarshaitum na shakyate Ato ghata kalpita eva mohan Mrideva satyam paramartha bhutam Sadbrahma karyam sakalam sadaiva Tanmatrametam natato nyadasti Asti tiyo vakti natasadmoha Vinirgato nidritavat prajalpaha. Kenapi mridbhinnataya swarupam ghatasya sandarshaitum na shakyate. The pot which is existing, a person cannot show this pot to be independent of clay. Mridbhinnataya, being different from clay, you cannot establish the existence of pot. So, therefore, what is the conclusion? Ghataha kalpitaha eva. Therefore, this pot is an imagination in clay. Even though it is useful, it is purely an imagination in clay. And reality is clay. So, the usefulness of the pot does not give reality to it, and clay itself is not useful. It is useful in some other manner, some other way, but not as keeping something in it. Just in clay you cannot keep something. Water you cannot keep in a lump of clay. So, similarly, this verse talks about the pot and clay. The next verse is the verse that talks about the reality about the entire universe. Sad Brahma Karyam Sakalam Sadeva Sadeva Sadbrahma. So, the truth about the universe, everything is the it takes the form of everything in the creation. Truth takes the form of everything in the creation. That's what the statement Sad Brahma Karyam Sakalam Sadaeva. So the cause cannot be different from the effect. Cause alone appears like the effect, the product. Tanmatra etadna tatona andasti. So the universe is never different from its creator. Or you can say the universe itself is the creator in its essence. Suppose somebody says the universe exists independently. Suppose the universe exists independently. This is an independent object. Suppose you say, don't talk about the universe. Let's go for any other example. This cow is a different animal. My house is different. It's beautiful. This flower is beautiful. Suppose you keep saying like this. This is how the people do. So now, when you are talking about a particular object, what you have learned in the society, you are talking about that. You cannot talk more than what you have learned. Just like I'm speaking English, I cannot speak any other language. There are so many languages in this world. I happen to know a little bit of English, therefore I am able to speak. Similarly, whatever language you know, you can speak that only. You cannot speak any other. Similarly, whatever objects you know in this world, you can use them according to their nature. So your knowledge about the world, whether it is subtle or gross, whatever it is, all the knowledges the people they have, the world and beyond, the world and beyond. Beyond also they have got certain knowledges like the stars and all. So putting their effort, they have come to this state that they can discover so many things in this universe. Okay, but universe is limitless. They also know, the people, those who are searching about the truth about the universe, they also know the universe is limitless. Anyway, so whatever you know, you have not analyzed that thing. That is where you don't arrive at the source of the universe. Whatever you know, you have not analyzed. You know your father, you know your mother, you know the house, you know your vehicle, you know your body and all. So you know so many things. And those things, because there is no proper attitude, they create problem inside you. Human being, no human beings, I tell you, no human being ever wants to have any problem. Nobody says, so let me have so many problems today. No, there's no one who is going to say like that. I want problems only. No, I don't want a single problem in my life, not at all. No problem I want. That's what the intention, desire of each and every human being. There is thinking capacity is given to you, so you can imagine anything. He says, I don't want to have any problem. Is there anybody in this world who wants to have any problem? No, nobody wants any problem, but they do come. In fact, they remain as problem as long as you think they are problems. Do you think the old age is a problem? Old age is a problem, do you think? Do you think there is less rain or too much of rain? These are problems. These are the realities of the world. If the realities of the world, they become problem for you, then you can never be free from problem, I tell you, because that is the nature. If the nature of the body is problem for you, problem is the way you understand the thing, the way you look at different changes in this world, changes in the body. So how you look at it, that's important. Your thinking. The body should behave according to my wish. Does it happen ever for anybody? Has it happened in this earth for anybody in this world? So how can this body obey my instructions? I have to actually discover the condition of the body today and act accordingly. It happens. You might have experienced so many times the fever has come and gone, diarrhea, etc. So many difficulties the body has faced. They have come and gone. So nothing stays permanently. So your expectation with respect to body, what should it be so that you remain comfortable? That's what, since everybody wants to remain comfortable naturally. So what should your expectation with respect to your body be? What should be your expectation? As per the unfoldment, very clear. As per the unfoldment, every day, suppose your total lifespan. There is a total lifespan. This many years you are going to live. Let's say somebody is born, this child is born, and it is supposed to live for 80 years. Let's say 80 years means what? Day by day, how the child is going to grow and live. It is written. It is written. You know, written means you can understand very clearly. Unseen factor. You don't see, but you can understand this. Yesterday, how I lived yesterday. You can imagine how I lived yesterday. As per the scheme of things, I lived yesterday. Similarly, today also. How am I living today? As per the scheme of things, I can understand that. Those who go against the reality, they suffer. Now, why they go against the reality? Because difficulties nobody likes, but they do come. Physical pain nobody likes, but pain comes, very clearly. So when you cannot do anything, there is a statement in English. There is a statement: whatever you cannot cure, whatever cannot be cured must be endured. Whatever cannot be cured must be endured. See, a very good statement. You know that in a given situation you can do something, given the capacity that is given to you, physical capacity, financial capacity, so manpower, whatever you have got. Based on that, you can bring about certain changes in a given situation. That's okay. But there are also situations where you cannot do anything. You have faced such situations earlier. Entire life is like this. You can do something and you cannot do so many things. You can do something definitely. That's why you are sitting here and talking. So you are also listening. So you can do something and you cannot do so many things, I tell you. So many things. What you can do is very little. Any human being for that matter. It's not myself alone. Any human being, anywhere in this world, at any time, he can do very little things. A few things he can do, but what he cannot do is so many things. The richest man in the world, suppose. Richest man in the world. I'm not talking about a given country. The richest man in the world, he has got certain knowledge about a given language. He knows a certain language. How many languages are there in this world? How many languages does he know? Do you know this? No, I don't know. He has to keep saying that I don't know this, I don't know this. So many things I don't know. And I tell you, when I am very happy by telling I do not know, then I will not have any problem with respect to my ignorance about the things of the world. Because that is the beauty of the creation. That we are seeing the front. Eyes are there in the face, and we are seeing the front side. We are not seeing the back side. Right? It's not the system. System is not there. So what's wrong in that? So go along with the system. You go against the system, you will suffer definitely. Once you go against the system, there's the thinking of every human being in this world, because nobody wants any pain, nobody wants any difficulty, everybody wants the things to run smoothly entire life. Then how do you die then? How do you die? As comfortably you will die, no? So that's not the system. We should know very clearly. So because of this thing alone, the truth is not understood, and they suffer. Human beings, they suffer. So anybody who gives reality to the pot, says pot is beautiful, fine, up to that it's okay. The pot is beautiful, nice, but the pot is not a separate entity, an independent entity. It depends upon something else which is called clay. See how difficult it becomes. You have to be very sharp, attentive in a given situation, any situation in your life. Do you find the cloth very nice? Yeah, almost everybody in this world, they find the cloth very nice. It's a beautiful piece of cloth, beautiful painting in the cloth, etc. Do you ever remember the cotton out of which it's made? Without cotton, this cloth would not be there. You know very clearly. When I say, you will be able to understand. Without cotton, this cloth will not be there. Now, if you remember cotton, you will not give that much importance to the cloth. That is where the solution of a human being, any problem, human problem, any problem can be solved that way. When I am giving importance to a given piece of cloth, this is a very nice cloth, you are forgetting the cotton out of which it is made. And cotton, if you think, you can go further to the plant, cotton plant, and then again to the earth. And that cloth also will become clay after some time. This is the reality of a given object. Let's, for example, as I said, this piece of cloth, fine, it is usable. Cotton you cannot wear, I tell you. Cotton you cannot wear, but you can wear the cloth. What you are wearing is actually cotton. This is not madness, this is reality. So the cotton has been given certain capacity to behave. Yeah, it has been given certain capacity, not the air and fire, etc. Just like you cannot wear fire, air, etc. You can wear cotton, but cotton in a given form. So cotton can take a particular form because it has been given the capacity. It can stick together, warp and woof, they call it warp and woof, this side and this side, warp and woof. And so you make a cloth out of your threads which are made from this cotton. So you use that to cover your body, to protect yourself from cold, etc. So now the usefulness of the cloth doesn't give reality to the object. That is where you have to be very careful in your understanding, and that you have to be cautious in each and every step of your life, because when something becomes useful, no, if you don't have that object, because understanding is not there, you start suffering. If it were there, it would not have happened. The cloth is torn, then what do I do now, etc. So usefulness of the object, it is there, but usefulness, if you are a slave to the object, if you become a slave to the object, then you suffer. You become slave to your body. So body, if it changes in a certain manner which you don't like, you suffer. Nature of the body, but the nature of the body, it will change accordingly. So each and everything in the universe is changing based on what? Based on the universal laws. Everywhere it is the same thing. Dog is barking here in India, dog is barking in America and Africa, everywhere the dog barks. Human beings, they speak. Generally, if they are not dumb, then they speak. Whatever they speak, what will be they speaking? Don't wonder about things. They will be speaking about the world alone and above some little bit. Whatever star and moon, etc. Above that's what I mean. But they will be talking about the things of the world alone and things around, people around. So what you are talking about is the things about the world. And those things, there are certain things which are made by nature, and human beings have brought about certain changes of the nature. The cloth is not the origin, cotton is the origin. So here in this verse, the author says, your attraction towards a given object becomes a problem for you. Your attraction. Therefore, you are not able to appreciate the origin of the universe. So anything you give too much importance, you miss the origin. Anything for that matter. You see, if you are seeing a person and you think that he is a very good friend of yours, then you are missing his reality, the origin of that given person. Origin of everybody is the same. You see, the trees are different, but the seeds are the same. Trees are different, but the seeds are the same. Similarly, origin of each and every human beings in the world is the same, and in fact, the end also is the same. It doesn't make any big difference what you have done in your life. People have done so many things in the past. Everybody did some little thing. And in the future also, there will be people who will do something. And they should know, anybody who wants to become happy, he or she should know that what I do is very little. It is not a big thing. I'm not going to do a big thing in my life. Whatever I do, I tell you. In my life, I should never think that I have done something big, etc. So, a change in the attitude is required in order to make the person comfortable. Using the world is indispensable, because that is what living means. You have to use the objects of the world, and which are useful for you, that also you know, which are harmful for you, that also you know. There are things, plants that are harmful for you, there are creatures which are harmful for you, and also there are creatures and plants that are useful for you. You discover that. Why it is like this means why there is rain, etc. You find out the solution for yourself. So why it is like this, if you say this is how it is, and the food, the culture, food culture, the way they live, different functions, they celebrate different situations in life. Every culture it's different, but living continues everywhere. Living continues, and dissatisfaction, happiness, they also do continue. So why do we become dissatisfied? Because your expectation are different from the reality. See the pot you made, and if you think that pot should not break, means what? You've got some problem. You made a pot, it's okay, but you think that the pot should not break. You may take care. But if the pot breaks, I will not be unhappy. Why don't you think that way? Why don't you think that way? If the pot breaks, I will not be happy. I will try not to become unhappy. Why? Because the nature of the pot, and if the pot breaks also, I don't have any problem. So, but pot is okay, but what about the body, etc.? Yeah, the body also. You didn't have the body with you before birth. The body has undergone a variety of changes in and through your living, and you are still there with all the positive situations and negative situations of the body, comfortable and uncomfortable situations of the body. So comfortable situations you accept, uncomfortable situations also you accept. That's how one should live. So whatever things are there around you, use them. And I don't have so many things with me. Nobody has got everything in this world. There is no one in this world who has got everything. And you don't need everything to live also. See, you don't need everything to live. Do you need to eat everything in this world, whatever is there to live? What are the things that you need to live? See, this is where your desires matter. Your assimilation of the things matter. So how do you see, how you look at the world? Do you want to become somebody in this world? Which people crave, they're craving for becoming somebody. People should recognize me, I'm someone, etc. This sort of desire will lead you to distress, I tell you. People are depressed. People say depression. These days they have used the word. They are using the word depression here. He's depressed. That means why? He's not happy with the life as it is. He doesn't have the interest to do anything in life. So something has happened, because of which he is no more having this enthusiasm to work. See, if you are depressed, do you think there is something big going to happen in this world? Any change is going to happen in the world? So varieties of wrong thinking alone create problem in the human beings. My wishes are going to be fulfilled only when the Lord wishes. That I should know. And more the desires I have, be sure about it, more the desires I have, the more suffering I will have. Desires are not their problem in themselves. Desires not fulfilled, when you become unhappy, that is the problem. Desire fulfilled, you are okay, and desires not fulfilled, you are okay, then you are okay throughout your life. And the nature of the desire is such, everybody in this world, desires will come, some of the desires will be fulfilled, and many other desires will not be fulfilled. So, if I can get out of this complex of desire not being fulfilled, I am unhappy. This is a complex. I should understand that there is nobody in this world whose all his desires are fulfilled. There is nobody. So, I am not an exception to that. So, desiring is the capacity given to the human being. The blessing of the creator, I can say. In the system of the creation, the desiring capacity is given to the human beings. And because of the desiring capacity, you know what is right and what is wrong. And you can do right and you don't do wrong. That's how the system runs. And those who do wrong, what happens, you know very well. They're imprisoned. Their place is given for them. Same world. They are in the same world. They are not above. But a different place they are kept because of their wrong deeds. So, desiring capacity is the beauty of the creator, desiring capacity of the human being. Given the same desiring capacity, you can also know that there are some desires which will not be fulfilled. And if a desire is not fulfilled, I'm not going to be unhappy. Why? Because if the desire is not fulfilled, life is not going to come to a halt. Yeah. So, a sort of proper assimilation about things of the world, what sort of attitude you should have, what knowledges you should go after, all these things have got to be very clear. Do you find anything very interesting in this world, in the universe for that matter? In the universe, not only not only the world. Do you find anything very nice in this universe, etc.? Everything is beautiful, but beautiful should be followed by proper understanding. The cloth is very beautiful, fine, nothing wrong in telling like that. But if it becomes very, very beautiful, then you'll suffer because of the same cloth. And you miss the cotton, as I told you earlier. Similarly, each and every object. His house is beautiful house. They call it POS area. It is in the POS area. What is the POS area? Everything is earth. You miss the earth when you say it's POS area. You miss the sand and stone, etc., cement, etc., if you say it's a mansion. Billionaire, millionaire, etc., all these names are given. Everybody is having a little bit of usable things. They are having usable things, or they are billionaire, etc. So, world today we can see that at the level of in the national, international stage. Who is the richest person? What do you mean by that? What do you mean richest person? Does any single grain belong to him? I should know very clearly. He has been given the capacity to use freedom, not capacity, freedom. He has been given the freedom to use certain things. That's okay. You call him rich. Call doesn't matter. But he should understand nothing belongs to him. Nothing belongs. He was not there here. He was not here in this earth a few years before. And he won't be there also, he should know. Even then they call him, you are the richest man in this world. Fine. Just like telling the elephant is a very big animal, huge animal. Yeah, true. Elephant is a very huge animal. Doesn't mean it is going to stay here forever. So how does it matter being an ant or an elephant? How does it matter? Life is not going to continue forever for the elephant. Neither it is going to continue for the ant. So being whatever you are, if you are happy, then you will never become happy in your entire life, I tell you. Being whatever you are, all over the world, whatever you are doing, wherever you are, whatever culture you are in, naturally you will be eating and sleeping and doing something this and that. But that doing is very important. What you are doing should not go against the society, against the culture and all. So you know what is right and wrong. Any given society, that's why I'm telling you. Somewhere people are not wearing dress, doesn't matter. There's the culture there. Somewhere people are wearing this type of dress, that type of dress, they're eating this and that, they're talking this way, that way. So cultures are different. And it will be the nature, given the vastness of the world. So any improper understanding about a given thing, incomplete understanding about a given thing will create problem in you. Complete understanding of each and everything, each and every living organism. The word moha is written here in this verse, moha. Incomplete understanding. You, as I gave the example, you are happy with the cloth, fine, nothing wrong in being happy with the cloth. But understanding should be that it is a modified form of cotton. Similarly, each and every individual, son, father, mother, brother, etc., anybody, any human being for that matter, any human being, it is the manifest form of the Lord, one has to understand. Manifest form of the Lord. Because it has undergone variety of changes. How it came into being, we know very clearly. The same process all over the world. For the plants, it is the same. For the ants, it is the same. For the dogs, it is the same. For the human being also, it is the same all over the world. It's not going to be different in any manner. So, while using the world, objects of the world, if I am careful in bringing this understanding, complete understanding, yes, this is useful in this manner. You cannot eat cloth to satisfy, to appease your hunger. You have to eat food. Cloth is meant for different use. Food is meant for different use. That doesn't mean these are going to stay here forever. That also understanding should be there, and that is true. And with that understanding, you should be happy because the law is not restricted to you only. Law is not meant for you. Universal law means what? Which is universally applicable. It is applicable for each and every human beings in the world, creatures in the world, and all the uh, insentient objects also. The eye will see. Whose eye will see? I will see, that's all. I will see. My eye, your eye all over the world. Eyes, they do see. There is the universality of the law. Air will enter into the body to keep the body to keep the body alive. That is the law. You need to sleep. The plant doesn't need to sleep. Plant doesn't need sleep. You need to sleep. That's the system of the body. So universal laws. I accept all the universal laws. It takes a lifetime, I tell you, maybe more than that. It takes a lifetime. So I accepting the universal law. Once you do not accept the universal law, you are going against them, going against that, and you'll be unhappy naturally, because there is a tussle between the reality and your expectation. So the word Brahma is given. Brahma means the source of the universe. The Brahma is the entire universe, means the source of the universe is the entire universe. A name is given, Brahma. You can give any name. Meaning should be, it is not different from the creation. The creation itself is the source of the creation. And when the creator itself is the creation, what is the problem for whom? If I understand that clearly. If the creator is the creation itself, both sentient and insentient objects, and you cannot, I tell you very clearly, you cannot find any other solution other than this. Be sure. Any other solution will be an imagination. So, if somebody discovers that he or she, himself or herself, is the source of the entire universe, and each and every object also is the source of the entire universe, he has done the job. His life is fulfilled. The purpose of a human being, human life is there, no? Thinking capacity is given. So what for it is given? Not just to live in this world, eat and do this and that. The purpose of such a mind is to appreciate the source of the universe. That is the best use of any human mind. So I shouldn't neglect in this respect. In fact, the pursuit of spiritual pursuit means to keep oneself cool in one's entire life, the way it unfolds. That's how one should have that attitude, cultivate that attitude to see the things as they are, see incidents as they are. Some may be frightening, some may be comfortable, but this is how they are. So that is how it is beautiful. If somebody can discover, then he or she can be happy all the time. We'll see next. Rest of the time we will have some meditation time. Sit straight. Close your eyes. I will take the names of different parts of the body. We just look at them. Left foot, the toes. Left knee. Left thigh. Right foot, the toes. Right knee, right thigh. stomach, the chest, the back, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, mouth, nose, left eye, right eye, the forehead, top of the head, hair, the entire body. We know things happen in this world. Various situations they have come in our life. Situations are not same for everybody. Situations are not the same for myself also. Situations do change with respect to the body, mind, outside world. Situations do change. Just like the climate, it keeps changing. Similarly, the body has been changing. It has been changing from the very time of the birth of the body. It will keep changing till the last breath. That is the nature of the body. The Lord, who is the creator of the entire universe, He is the creator of this body also. What type of body it will be, that is decided by the Lord. I only discovered that this is a body which is a male or female. This is a body as per the scheme of the Lord. Just like me, each and everybody, each in the scheme of things. The Lord wants those bodies to be there. People doing different things. I do one type of thing, you do another type of things. So this is how they are supposed to be. Everybody in this world, this is how they are supposed to be. In fact, all other creatures, the dog, cat, looks are different. That is how they are supposed to be. They cannot be otherwise. Fire, water, all these things, they are supposed to be what they are. They cannot be otherwise. And I accept everything. All the forces of nature I accept. Every disposition of every person I accept. Everybody's thinking is different. This is how the system is. And given a situation, whatever I can do, I do. I know I cannot do everything, but I can do definitely a few things. I don't neglect in doing whatever I can. So, as the life unfolds, I keep accepting and keep changing whatever I can, and keep my cool whatever I cannot change. Look at the air that is entering into the body and coming out unnoticed. You don't pay attention towards that, and because it is under nobody's control, everybody is alive. Nobody does anything to live, because life is continuing, therefore people do something. So just see the nose, how the air is entering and coming out. You don't have to control it, just see, keep looking at it, and be grateful to the capacity of the Lord air. Air can be called the Lord because it has got the capacity to keep everybody alive in this world, all the creatures. So be grateful to the Lord air that is entering inside the nose. mental worship. Imagine any given form. Any form is the form of the Lord. Your imaginary form also is the form of the Lord. Because whatever you imagine, that imagination is supposed to be there. That's why this type of imagination. So any form you can think, put a flower at the feet of the form, the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, give me the capacity to change whatever I can. Give me the capacity to digest whatever I cannot change, accept whatever I cannot change. May I know in each and every situation what I can change and what I cannot change. Doing salutations again and again to the same Lord. Why doing again and again? Because it takes time to accept the Lord. That's the reason why the repetition of a given salutation is given. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya means one that is always blissful in nature. Whatever happens is very nice. Shiva means which brings auspicious things in my life. So repeating Om Namah Shivaya, you just listen. It gets repeated in your mind automatically. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Things happen when you practice. Anything you want to do in life, if you keep practicing, there is possibility that it will happen. So think in the right direction. Truth is cause and effect relationship. The cause of the universe is the universe. Cause of the universe is consciousness. Consciousness is that because of which the mind is functioning. Om, Om, Om. You are able to hear the word Om. That because of which you are hearing this word is consciousness. See a flower, rose, red rose. That because of which you are able to see its consciousness. The same consciousness is the entire universe. Just like in the dream, everything is one consciousness. Similarly, the entire universe is one consciousness only, looking like a variety of things, just like the dream. I am that consciousness. Everybody is that consciousness. Consciousness alone. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om